Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching the ACS.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time!
Welcome to the Aflac Cup Series Season 9 Playoff Opener at the Richmond Raceway. 10 weeks ahead of us here in the Aflac Cup Series, and each week will mean more than ever. And what a way to start this at a day race at Richmond, the first ever in the Aflac Cup Series on St. Patrick's Day. Lots of drivers excited to race here for round one. It should be a great opener with some close and exciting racing. Now here's your playoff field. Blaney, Elliott, Kyle Busch, Bowman, Harvick, Truex, Logano, Kurt Busch, Hamlin, Keselowski, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, Cam DeLuca, Eric Almirola, and Clint Bowyer. Now we're going to check out your drivers to watch for round one of the playoffs. And we got Ryan Blaney. He was winner of back-to-back in the regular season that ended up top 3 in the points in the regular season. But he starts mid-pack today. Let's see what Blaney can do in round one of the playoffs. And then Jimmy Johnson, he has not won since Season 7, but Season 9 has been a career rebounding year. Look for Jimmy to be strong throughout the playoffs. And then there's Kyle Busch. He's in search of that second championship, and he's hungrier than ever. Look for Kyle to be strong throughout these 10 races and get that second championship. Now, let's go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. The drivers respond and roar to life and roll off for 10 laps here on St. Patrick's Day. And let's check out that starting lineup. In row 1, Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. Row 2, we have Ryan Newman and Austin Dillon. And row 3 is Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch. Denny Hammer and Hamlin next to Chase Elliott. And in row 5 is Joey Logano and Cam DeLuca with the Irish Spring paint job. Row 6, Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson. And row 7 is Alex Bowman and Eric Jones. There's Eric Almirola and Ryan Blaney. And then Clint Bowyer next to his teammate Kurt Busch. Daniel Suarez and Carter Edelman in row 10. And in row 11, it's Jamie McMurray and Jimmy Alanya. Row 12 today, William Byron next to Regan Smith. And in row 13, Tyler Saponara and Bubba Wallace. Row 14, we have Michael McDowell and AJ Allmendinger, and Paul Menard and Chris Buescher in row 15. Matt Kenseth and Ricky Stenhouse in row 16. And in row 17, it's Matt DiBenedetto and Bryce Harvey. And Ty Dillon and Michael Shelton in row 18. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing at Richmond. Ryan Newman gets a great jump on the field, but so does Kyle Larson. We got 3 wide coming off of turn 2 on lap 1. Oh, Eric Jones gets hit by Ryan Blaney. There's Ryan Newman running well early on here. He's in that second position in the green paint scheme on St. Patrick's Day. Got Ryan Newman sporting the green colors. And Martin Truex Jr., he's trying to find a way by him. Both cars got Bass Pro Shops on the hood. And Newman, he is definitely a hard driver to pass. It looks like he's holding up Martin Truex Jr. Now Chase Elliott's going to give a crack at Ryan Newman. He gets to his back bumper. Elliott to the inside, but Newman fights hard on the outside. I tell you what, Ryan Newman's got to be the hardest driver to pass in the garage area, and he's proven that today as he's holding up Martin Truex Jr., who could be possibly running down Kyle Larson for the race lead. As we check out the cars, go down to turn 1 and 2. Oh, we got a car to the outside wall, and others collected into this one. AJ Allmendinger nosed into the wall with Bubba Wallace being collected behind him. Let's see exactly what happened. Oh, looks like Bubba Wallace gets turned by Paul Menard, hits AJ Allmendinger, and Allmendinger goes nose first into the wall. Looks like Kenseth made it 3 wide, kind of scrunched those guys up into the wall, left no room for Paul Menard and Bubba Wallace, and that's what happened. That's how we got our first wreck of the day. So cleanup is underway here in Richmond as we have a 4-car wreck in the backstretch involving Matt Kenseth, Paul Menard, Bubba Wallace, and AJ Allmendinger. So Allmendinger, he is okay. Got out of the car under his own power. Now we're going to go back green flag racing with 5 laps to go. This race has been dominated by Kyle Larson. Let's see what he can do here. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Larson gets a little squirrely there. He gets jacked up by Brad Keselowski. Newman takes off to the lead. Wow, that could not be what Martin Truex Jr. wants to see there as Ryan Newman into the race lead. But Truex is going to take a shot down to turn 1. Oh no, Dillon gets into the back of Truex. Holds him up. Dillon now to the second position. He's going to try to get to the inside. Newman blocks and gets turned. Caution is out. Race leader gets turned here at Richmond by his own teammate. Last week's winner at Talladega, Austin Dillon, tries to make a pass on the inside of Ryan Newman. Newman blocks. Oh, man, yeah, definitely you can tell Dillon, no intent there to wreck his teammate, Ryan Newman, but Newman just really threw a hard block and paid the price. So Ryan Newman, and here's where Truex gets hit by Dillon. Truex finally clears Ryan Newman, and then Austin Dillon flies in here. Yeah, Dillon had a great run going and definitely did not let up. Gets into the back of Truex, gets Truex loose, but now Truex to the inside of Dillon. Let's see what Truex does here in this restart. Does he get revenge? Green flag back in the air. Oh no, Truex gets turned instead in front of Elliott and Jimmy Johnson. Caution is out once again on the restart. Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson involved in this one with Martin Truex Jr. Looks like those two are able to get rolling, but Truex is not, as he is definitely done for the day as he noses his first head on into the wall. Look at, oh my goodness. Here, let's watch this one a little slower here. Looks like Keselowski tries to stick his nose into there. Oh, just no room for Brad Keselowski as Truex looks like just gets turned. I don't think Truex knew Keselowski was going to be there at that time. Now you see Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson coming down pit road as they were both involved, but we'll still keep going, trying to make up precious points in this playoff system where it's 3 races and we see elimination cuts. Keselowski had damage as well, but he will elect to stay on the track and keep his 4th running position. Let's see if Truex or Keselowski can stay up front. Green flag back in the air, just 2 laps remain. It's Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson on the front row. Larson gets a great jump on Dillon, but Dillon stronger through turn 2 than Larson. 4 wide down the backstretch. They go into turn 3 that way. Some reason, somehow they make it out alive. Here comes Camden Luca to the race lead. Down the backstretch, 1 lap's time, and Camden Luca's going to grab the victory. And the St. Patty's Day 200 and the Irish Spring colors. How about that? Camden Luca with a 4 wide pass to take the lead and wins here at Richmond. Camden Luca going to burn it down for the first time in his career. What a way to start the playoffs. Exciting racing all the way to the end, and Luca grabs career win number 1. Check this out. Lucas Larson and Logano both going to get good runs, but so does Camden Luca. He just throws it in there and gets it to stick right in front of Dillon. Oh, man, he barely cleared Austin Dillon there. Dillon had to get out of the gas, and that's how Camden Luca was able to stay in that lead, or else Dillon probably would have spun Luca out if Dillon wouldn't have checked up there. And look at Alex Bowman making some moves there. He's also a playoff contender. He needs these points as well. What a top 5 for Alex Bowman, but there's the pass once again. 4 wide into turn 3 with 2 laps to go. That's what these playoffs mean. All playoff contenders finish in the top 4. They needed this. Every single one of them. So your point standings. You see Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., and Jimmy Johnson. They're all in the hole. Kurt Busch just behind his teammate Clint Boyer by 2 points, but there's Camden Luca. It's not win and you're locked in anymore. Each driver will get 100 points for winning a race, so they're essentially locked in. But if they fail to not utilize those 100 points, it would probably be an embarrassing defeat. But Camden Luca gets 100 points to the good, and he leads the point standings after race 1 of the playoffs. There's your 17th through 26th in the standings, your 27th through 36th place drivers. So Camden Luca is the points leader. Joey Logano was 2nd, and then your 37th through 42nd right there. So you're going to check out your finishing results at Richmond Raceway. The day race goes to Camden Luca. Logano finishes 2nd, Bowman 3rd, Austin Dillon, last week's winner at Talladega, he finishes 4th today. Larson led most of the laps, he finishes 5th. Here's your 11th through 20th. Some notable playoff contenders. Brad Keselowski falls all the way to 13th with that nose damage. Kurt Busch with an abysmal day, finishing 18th. Not sure what was up with the 41 camp today. Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson rally to finish 28th and 30th, respectively, here at Richmond. And then you see right there, Truex finishes 33rd with that damage on the late race restart. So lots of drama here today, as expected. The playoffs are getting intense. Next race, we head to Nike Motor Speedway. I hope to see all of you there. This is the Aflac Cup Series, JT24, JP26, signing out.